Hey everybody. So, good news and bad news. But I'm gonna start with some bad news because everyone wants to hear the bad news first. Um, the Beavis and Butthead Revival season, it's over. But don't worry, there will be a season 2, I'm sure of it. The good news is today I'm gonna be doing a breakdown what on the Easter eggs and stuff I want to talk about from this season. So, first off, I want to talk about in the Easter eggs. I don't know if all of you noticed this one part in the series, but there. Now you can call this an Easter egg if you want. I call it an Easter egg. By the way, before I get too deep into this, I should tell you the quality of the pictures is shoddy at best. But anyway, so when I talk about the first Easter egg I want to point out. Now, call it an Easter egg. I don't call it an Easter egg. Me personally.
You talking about the Big Macs yet?
No. No.
My woman.
Oh, okay.
Stay in your lane.
All right. Yeah, don't worry. I'll get to that part soon. Hopefully he doesn't beat me up when I do. Anyway, so this Easter egg, it's very reminiscent of how Beavis and Butthead did an opening once for Jackass, the Jackass films, in case you're not aware or you're just not a millennial like me. But anyway, they're in a shopping cart, which is very reminiscent of the very first poster you see of Jackass. Now, that's probably not a Easter egg. Don't say I said it was an Easter egg. I personally consider it sort of an Easter egg in a way, because, come on, at that scene they could have chose between the tubes or the cart. They chose the cart. And why else, right? But anyway, next Easter egg I want to get into, which for you King of the Hill fans / Beavis and Butthead fans, these are the Easter eggs you want to get into. So first off, we see the Tom Anderson in his new truck, which looks strikingly resemblance to Hank Hill's truck that we see in the series. Now, call it an Easter egg to King of the Hill fans. I call it an Easter egg. That's my Easter egg right there. You call it whatever you want. But don't call yourself a King of the Hill fan if you don't see the resemblance between that truck. Plus, come on, let's be honest. We never saw Tom Anderson drive a red truck once in the old series. Not even in the 2011 revival. I did not see him in a red truck in that either. Although we hardly saw any of him in that. And next Easter egg, again for you King of the Hill fans, you're going to love this one. We see a woman who is wearing similar clothes to Luann Platter. By the way, that is not Luann Platter. I can assure you that is not Luann Platter. Not at all. But anyway, so next Easter egg. I love this one because it's very reminiscent of the old series. If you're a real fan like me, you know who this character is. We finally get the appearance of Stuart. Wrong, Stuart. Yes, we get Stuart, and he's a grown man. He's bald, and he's all fat, and he's just excited to give away a kidney to Beavis.
You call me?
Oh, no.
Talk about the Big Macs yet?
No, not yet. No. We'll get to that. Don't worry.
Well, that's my woman, so stay in your lane.
Okay. Yeah, Stuart. He, not that Stuart. He immediately gets one of his kidneys blown up by Beavis because Beavis did not want to have Stuart's kidney. Not that Stuart, once again, just had to clarify. Now, let's get into the stuff we want to talk about. First of all, for me, I'm going to get into this because no one else seems to care except me. So, first off, where's Todd? Where is Todd? I want Todd. Where's Todd? What? They could have showed him in the future episodes. Where was Todd? Not even a hint of Todd. Not even him in the background of anything. All we get of Todd is in that god-awful Do the Universe movie. No Todd at all in the new series. Are you kidding me? And let's not forget, they don't have one of my favorite characters. Not that Todd was a favorite, but they don't have they didn't have my favorite character of all time in the entire series from one of my favorite episodes from the old series, Harry Sachs. Where was Harry Sachs? Where is Sachs? Okay, I'm gonna stop myself before I get too deep into that. But my point is, he was the funniest character, and he didn't even get a cameo. And parts they could have put a cameo for him, like in the scene where, or the episode where it's future Beavis and Butthead, and they're doing the court stuff. They didn't even have him be the defendant. That could have been a cool thing to show. Harry Sachs on trial for manslaughter. Maybe he did manslaughter because those ding-dongs kept calling him for 30 days straight over and over. And that's what drove him mad to kill people. I'm sorry. I'm calm now. I am calm. I am calm. Another thing I would like to talk about is how Beavis, as usual, Beavis is being Beavis, but before I get into Beavis in this part, I never seen Beavis and Butthead's eyes light up that big since in the revival when they hear that you can get a loan for a boob job, and their eyes just lit up when that happened, and it lit up again in this episode. And you see Beavis going mad into madness, and it drives him to destroy his own TV. So, the soccer moms who act like Karen Stinkit, he just goes out and does it. Oh, Beavis. You and me have one thing in common. One thing. Just one. We're both virgins. But, yeah. Speaking of virgins, let's get into, this one where they're getting turned on by a girl eating Big Macs. So, first off, that's disgusting that they would get turned on by that shit. She's literally eating 10 Big Macs in your...
Hey. That's cool. We're talking about someone's wife here.
Well, she did eat 10 Big Macs.
Yeah, what's the problem?
I mean, I'm maybe a fat guy, but it's kind of gross to see a girl eat so much.
Why? Because she's a woman?
No, just because it's...
Because they're Big Macs.
Yeah.
They're not Whoppers, they're Big Macs.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you're the disgusting one.
I always kind of liked Whoppers. Anyway, yeah, so next we're going to get into the boss of Beavis and Butthead. So, you know how in the old series you had this fat piece of lard ass with the glasses, a weird dorky hat. Actually, I remember a dorky hat. Maybe that's a That's a Mandela effect. But anyway, he's not on the series. He got replaced by an equally, but the only difference is he's black. I mean, I'm not going to get too into why they probably did that, but my theory is, you see the fat white guy go into the parking lot, and he whips out his winky, and he starts urinating, and a cop arrests him. My theory is, he's in jail getting butt raped. Maybe not butt rape. You know what? I don't know. I don't know what happens to fat, tubby white guys like that in jail. But I certainly don't want to find out. But, yes. Now, let's get into Weird Girl. First off, the episode starts off the way you think it would start off. Beavis is doing his Cornholio bit. Just give me a minute. I am the great Cornholio. Give me teepee for my bunghole. Give me teepee for my bunghole. Anyway, he's doing that bit. We all know Beavis is famous for doing that bit. Come on. If you're a true fan, you would know this. Come on. If you're some guy watching this and you never even seen an episode, what are you doing here? This isn't for you. What are you doing here? Are you trying to impress your girlfriend who's like super into Beavis and Butthead? Or your boyfriend or whatnot? Come on. Go home. Go let your boyfriend teach you this stuff. Not here. Come on. Go. Get. Shoot. Anyway, so Weird Girl isn't the first girl to ever hit on Beavis. Now, there was an episode once where back in the 90s, I'm not huge on knowledge of the 90s because I was probably like born in the 90s and I was a little kid in the 90s. I didn't get to experience what adults experienced. But there was a way they dated in the 90s where they would do videos of who they are and then their perfect match would pick that. There's a whole horror movie about it, but I'm not going to get too into it. Beavis gets hit on by this one girl that works at the place. And yes, sparks fly. But in Weird Girl, same thing happens, only he doesn't get to, be with her at the end, which is probably a good thing for her, because, let's face it, Beavis is not the best in bed. But anyway, so, yeah. Also, I want to get into my favorite episode of the entire revival, where Beavis is kicking box full of wasps. He's just kicking the hell out of the thing. He's just going at it like a guy says he's not having, or he doesn't like how she is a sex addict in the Ghosted episode and he goes berserk. He's treating the bees like his TV. He's beating the bees like it owes him money. Also, there's a quick scene, if you catch it, he looks like a quarterback or some kind of football guy running in one part. So, yeah, you would probably enjoy that if you're a football fan, which apparently Mike Judge is clearly a football fan. Let's be honest. We seen King of Hell. But, anyway, that'll do it for my review today. But I definitely want to give out a shout out to Bit Massacre, who also is talking about Beavis and Butthead. Please check out his channel and see his videos and give him a like, But that'll do for today. And also check out my friend Pragmaticaddic's video tomorrow on Halloween Ends. Yes, Halloween's possibly going to end tomorrow, hopefully. Check out his review. Don't check out the movie, because I heard a bunch of bad things about it. His review is going to be a lot better than the movie. I'm telling you that right now, because, yeah. But anyway, that'll do for today. And as always, stay tight.